For this video, I'm going to be conducting a single leg balance board test. The purpose of this test is to test the full body balance of an athlete. The test that I'm going to be conducting is for adults age 18 to 35 with an elite fitness level who are able-bodied. The test will be conducted on a basketball player. Balance is particularly important to basketball players because balance helps with their agility, allows them to react quickly and correct their movements. It also helps them learn how to move their body during awkward situations where they may lose their balance during a basketball game or practice. The equipment needed for this test is a safe open space with a non-slip surface, a wobble balance board that is shaped flat and cylinder, with a dome-shaped base, a stopwatch, and a recording sheet, and a pen and pencil. The athlete will need to be dressed in athletic attire and be barefoot. Before the test begins, the administration will need to go through some procedures. First, they will need to perform a safety check before beginning the test. Second, they will need to perform a health screening and gain consent from the athlete. They'll also need to record basic information such as age, height, weight, and gender. Now, the athlete is going to warm up. For the warm-up, the athlete will complete 5 to 10 minutes of light cardiovascular activity, such as running or stationary biking. They will also follow the video for these short stretches, making sure they hold each position for at least 30 seconds. Next, I will go over this athlete's actions and expectations for this test. The athlete will step onto the board with their foot right in the middle. They're going to have their hands on their hips and they're going to lift their leg. When the administrator says go, they will start the time and the athlete will try to balance as long as possible. If the athlete loses balance, steps off the board, or if the board touches the ground, the administrator will stop the time. The administrator must make sure that the athlete's hands are on her hips or his hips and their leg is only lifted slightly. Now, since the athlete understands how the test is conducted, they will be allowed one practice on each leg. Afterwards, they're going to conduct this test 3 times. So they are going to balance on the board for as long as they can possible. And then afterwards, they're going to take the best of their 3 scores and record it on the data sheet. So they're going to come up with 6 different times. So 3 for their left and 3 for their right, and then pick the best time. The best time will be their score for this single leg balance board test. I'm just going to list a couple of tips and tricks to help you conduct the test. So in order to ensure that this test is consistent among all your athletes, make sure that you are very consistent on having the athlete in the exact same position as they should be. So having their hands on their hips, only one foot placed on the board, using the same type of board for each athlete, and if any other issues come up, stop the test and restart it so that they are doing it properly.